Abundance, the Whole Truth, a series dedicated to learning how to harness the power of the 12 universal laws to attract and manifest your true desires. Welcome to Matters and Facts with Violet Spring. Since you opened the box, I bet you're asking, what is this all about? I fully believe the universe chose you to see this because you're looking to make changes in your life. Maybe life isn't how you envisioned it, and now you're asking, what's next? Where do I go from here? How do I get the abundance I want instead of all the stuff I don't want or the stuff I already have? I think the universe sent you to me because I may be able to help. Let's just say I spent the last few years entrenched in studying, learning, and honing new skills in the world of metaphysics. I never knew how deep I would go with it, but I'm so glad I took the opportunity to jump in with both feet and took it on as a personal journey to both better myself and to share what I have learned with others so they too can benefit from the lessons I've learned, and perhaps without taking half a century to do that. Since beginning down this path, I have become certified as an NLP holistic life coach, intuitive energy healer, Reiki master, numerologist, and tarot practitioner. The thing that intrigued me most was learning about the 12 universal laws and how they could help me attract and manifest my true desires. There is a lot to this, and if you stick around, I'm quite sure I will be able to help guide you on a life-changing journey to be, have, do, and give everything in life you truly desire to be, have, do, and give for the benefit of yourself and others. Going forward, I will be getting into all the things you need to know in shorter chunks, I hope. But this first part is a lot because I want you to have a good understanding of what you will learn as we embark on this journey together. So grab something to drink and a snack if you want, and get comfy as we're about to dive in. Here is an overview of what you can expect to learn from the totality of this series, the business of energy from a macroverse and microverse perspective. This is very important information as it is the first step in understanding how the universe works to fulfill our abundance. The divine order of operation from an energetic perspective, and how the 12 universal laws relate to attracting and manifesting the abundance you truly desire. The 12 truths of abundance and how they benefit every area of your life as you transform from the inside out. The 3 types of abundance and why you may be attracting things you don't want or things you already have rather than the abundance you truly desire. Just a little bonus info before we jump in. The universe just tapped me on the shoulder and said, people should know about this too. The 7 immutable universal rules. So, since I'm being guided to share this with you, I feel the universe wanted me to recognize that this is an abundance opportunity, both for me to share this information and for you to gain more clarity about how the universe works in relation to attracting and manifesting abundance. You see, not only does the universe have a foundation, structure, and process, it also has immutable rules, and here are 7 of them. There may or may not be more than 7, but these 7 rules are the rules the universe instructed me to share. Universal rule number 1. There is a divine order to everything, and with order comes foundation, structure, and process. Universal rule number 2. You can't cheat the universe to get what you want without facing a consequence. And just in case you're wondering, moral compass applies. For example, no cheating, lying, stealing, or killing. Universal rule number 3. The universe requires balance to meet the needs of our dimension, world, and lifetime. Universal rule number 4. Everything happens for a reason. The universe doesn't make mistakes. Universal rule number 5. Everything in life happens from you and for you, not to you. Whatever situation you find yourself in, there is always a lesson to learn from it, whether good or bad. and how you respond or deal with it will set the stage for the abundance rewards or consequences you're meant to have. Universal rule number 6. The law of attraction does not work on its own. There are 11 other laws that need to sync together and work harmoniously for you to receive the abundance you truly desire. Universal rule number 7. You will have free will to create and live the life you want, and the universe will respond accordingly to provide you with the abundance you are either meant to have or that which you truly desire, whether through rewards or consequences. Now, you might be wondering, aren't these laws and rules the same thing? I thought about that too as I was processing those rules, but the answer in this case is no. Universal laws are the structure for creating a process to attracting and manifesting abundance through the law of attraction. However, universal rules are a reminder that no matter who you are or where you come from, there is something much bigger out there, something with much greater authority than any of us combined, connecting us, guiding us, and managing our existence, our world, and worlds beyond. Just to note, all the information contained in this series is based solely on my experiences, beliefs, insights, training, intuition, instincts, spiritual guidance, and perspectives, including what I have researched, learned, and use in my own life to fulfill my soul purpose and live an abundant life. Additionally, as there are many belief systems and religions, and because I'm not here to cause a controversy or stir up any negativity about who or what the universe is named or not named, I will stay neutral and define it only as universe and sometimes CEO, which you'll understand later. So let's get started. Abundance comes in many forms and from many sources. Sometimes we get so caught up in the hype of the law of attraction, LOA, that we don't recognize the abundance opportunities that present themselves because they weren't part of some affirmation, mantra, or visualization we were taught to use to get what we want. Attracting and manifesting abundance is about a whole lot more than simply asking for what you want and expecting it to happen, as some want you to believe and buy into. It's about energy, rhythm, timing, vibration, frequency, balance, belief, true desire, authenticity, resiliency, connection, transformation, trust, gratitude, karma, giving, receiving, forgiveness, letting go, risk, reward, action, effort, accountability, presence, awareness, responsibility, and it's about sharing. You see, abundance is about all these things, and the LOA is only a small fraction of what it takes to actually attract and manifest abundance. Granted, sometimes the LOA is truly on our side and we manifest something out of the blue, which is awesome, like abundance gifts, such as finding or being gifted or winning enough money to cover an overdue bill, or buying that rare one-of-a-kind baseball card at a garage sale for $10, giving you the abundance opportunity to resell it and make more than you ever dreamed of. Or even running out of milk and while at the grocery store, meeting the person you will soon spend the rest of your life with. Abundance means more or plenty. And when we talk about having abundance in our lives, we are talking about having, being, and doing more or better from something we want, crave, need, or desire, right? But what if I told you that abundance also means having, being, and or doing less than the stuff we don't want, crave, need, or desire? This is the big secret that needs to be let out, because you need to know the whole truth about abundance and why you may not be receiving your fair share or not attracting what you want. I mean, the obvious is true to some extent. Like attracts like, and positive attracts positive. And through our thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions, we create attract, and manifest the circumstances, events, situations, and people that come into our lives. So, in other words, positive attracts positive, and putting positive thoughts into the universe will likely return positive results. Just as negative attracts negative, and putting negative thoughts into the universe will likely return negative results. That is the Law of Attraction 101. But the LOA isn't the only universal law. There is more to attracting what we want than just thinking about it. Yet so many people are so convinced and deceived by the hype and false promises from gurus claiming that all you have to do is think positive and positive will happen. But I want to set the record straight and maybe save you some time, money, and frustration. Thinking positive is a great way to raise your energetic frequency and vibration, and it definitely can and will change things in your life for the better. However, and I don't mean to burst your bubble here, but while positive thoughts are great for attracting abundance, in most cases, positive thinking by itself is not enough to manifest abundance, as you still need keys to unlock the door and also to provide the passcode if you want to step through the doorway and receive the abundance you truly desire. And here's a little hint: the passcode is hidden in plain sight, and it's been there all along. You just need to know how to enter the code. I'm going to provide you with 3 keys you will need to unlock the door and show you how to enter the passcode to step through the doorway. But before I get started with the 12 universal laws, I feel I should give you a brief explanation as to why I decided to share this information. The reason is not so much about my personal story, but rather because I strongly believe that the information I am providing to you will help you through every challenge in life, if you are willing to do the work and understand that there is a divine order to all things in the universe, including abundance. Although you may have read or learned differently from what I'm about to present, all I ask is that you keep an open mind. Without getting overly scientific or woo-woo, the information I'm sharing is purely theoretical based on the inner workings of my superconscious, intuition, instincts, and insights gained through a variety of spiritual mentors, both in life through courses I've taken and those beyond our dimension, who chose to share their wisdom and knowledge with me through meditation, reiki, and soul healing. I believe the universe has chosen me to provide this insight into abundance and the inner workings of the 12 universal laws in effort to help others get a basic but transformative understanding of what the universe does from an energy perspective, and how foundation, structure, and process are the basis for not only attracting and manifesting the abundance we truly desire, but also for using the 12 universal laws as a guide for living our best lives. These 12 universal laws will guide you on this journey to be, have, do, and give everything you truly desire for the benefit of yourself and others, and to ultimately fulfill your soul's purpose for this life. Make it make sense. When I first started learning about the 12 universal laws, almost every online blog, article, and page I came across had them listed in the same order and shared the same basic description, but didn't elaborate, provide any detail, or put them in any order that made sense to me. In fact, it just seemed chaotic. Just to give you a better idea of what I mean by chaotic, the following are the 12 universal laws in the order they seemed to always appear in my research, followed by the reason this order was in serious need of a makeover. 1. The law of divine oneness. 2. The law of vibration. 3. The law of action. 4. The law of correspondence. 5. The law of cause and effect, also known as karma. 6. The law of compensation. 7. The law of attraction. 8. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy. 9. The law of relativity. 10. The law of polarity. 11. The law of rhythm. and 12, the law of gender, also known as timing. I had trouble making sense of this order because it seemed to me like there was no flow to it, no foundation, no structure or process in place to define what makes these laws work in a way that enables people to attract and manifest abundance through the law of attraction. So I found that this was my abundance opportunity to give these 12 universal laws a solid foundation, structure, and process, and put them in an order that actually makes sense. And I have affectionately named this structure the divine order of operation. I say affectionately in a rather facetious tone, as the concept sounds like a math problem, and I hate math. But incidentally, just like math, the universe also requires order. Order in how the structure of the 12 universal laws operate and create a process for the universe to grant our intentions for the abundance we truly desire, as well as provide us with opportunity to give back, as the universe operates on a giving and receiving basis. Since I'm very process driven, in fact, I believe it is my it factor, as I love structure and process, and I'm very good at creating, shaping, and molding them into create efficiency for my own life, as well as those I coach. Plus, there is something very satisfying in knowing that through structure and by doing things in a step by step process, the outcome I want is usually what I get, which then allows me to refine it later and make it even better. Anyway, after years of taking shortcuts and trying to receive instant gratification through abundance requests and failing miserably, I now tend to pick structure and process over instant gratification, as I've learned through some very hard abundance lessons that I can't cheat the universe to get what I want without facing a consequence, and sometimes those consequences were quite devastating for me. Maybe you have experienced this too. Maybe you tried taking a shortcut to get what you want because the stuff you had to do in between the start and the finish line was out of your comfort zone, too much work, too tedious, too time consuming, too boring, or whatever it was that just didn't appeal to you while trying to attract and manifest abundance success for that intention. And the next thing you know, the whole thing blows up in your face, or you give up and fail to reach the finish line, or something or someone blocks you from achieving important steps, and you're left with an abundance of things you either already have or the abundance you don't want. It truly sucks when that happens. It causes setbacks in progress, it lowers your confidence and self-esteem, and it also hurts your pride. Believe me, I've been there and I've experienced all these things, and more than just once or twice. So, a long time ago, without knowing it was a universe thing, I started creating structures and processes for myself to manage my life, and then later went on to do it in a work environment, which ended up being a huge success for both the organization that I worked for and for my career at the time. We know order of operation could mean so much more than solving a math problem. I kid you not, there is a divine order to everything, and when not followed, the universe won't be too kind with its response to you trying to take the easy way out. Unfortunately, there is no easy button in life, and if you do happen to take a shortcut and get away with it, somehow, somewhere down the road, it will catch up with you tenfold. Call it karma. Whether tomorrow, next week, next year, or 30 years from now, it always finds its way back. There must be balance for the universe to meet the needs of our world and lifetime. I know firsthand that foundation, structure, and process are the keys to unlocking all of this law of attraction business. As you follow along, I hope the information I share with you will bring more clarity and understanding about the divine order of operation and how to use it to benefit every area of your life. Not only will I describe in detail the 12 universal laws and how they help you attract and manifest abundance, I'm also giving you an in-depth look at how the foundation, structure, and process works from a macroverse and microverse perspective within the third dimension. And that's not all. You will also gain insight and knowledge about 3 types of abundance and how they relate to your conscious, subconscious, superconscious, and intentions. Speaking of intentions, my intention in all of this is to inspire you in some way to be open and receptive to new ideas, challenge yourself to think differently about your present circumstances, change your mindset, and to take action toward your intentions and goals. Most of all, I hope to see you commenting, returning for more lessons, sharing this with your people, and hearing about how you put into practice what you're learning and the positive results you gained from giving it a go. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Abundance, the Whole Truth, an introduction to energy. Thanks for watching this edition of Insights, courtesy of Matters and Facts with Violet Spring. If you liked my content and want to see more, please leave a comment below, give it a like, share it with your network, and subscribe. And remember to click the notification bell to get notified when new Matters and Facts arrive.